Hello, my loves, and welcome to Create Your Life. My name is Simone Leah, and I am your host. And I am so excited to be here with you guys today. Happy 2026! Oh my goodness, I am so excited to bring you guys another year of Create Your Life. This podcast slash YouTube channel is such a dream for me. It's such a passion project. I love it so much. I love what I give back to you guys, the people that I get to interview, the meditations that I get to channel, all of the content. I just really love being here, and I love being here with you guys. So if you're enjoying the channel, if you're enjoying the content, please hit subscribe. Feel free to message me, say hi, let me know how you're enjoying it, what you want to see more of, if there's any guests in specific that you would like to see. But yeah, I'm super pumped for this year. It is going to be an amazing year, which leads me to today's episode topic, which is an energy update for 2026 for entrepreneurs. So this episode's a little bit different. I don't normally channel through things, and I try to keep the content a little bit more business-like unless it's a meditation or some sort of healing piece of content. But what was really coming through so strongly was to do an actual update on the energy of 2026 for entrepreneurs so that you can know what to expect and what to kind of focus on for this year. So, as we know, last year was the end of a cycle. It was an end of a 9-year cycle. So, a lot of things were closing out, and that's still going to keep closing out. That's going to be happening right through until halfway through February as we start on this next cycle, which is super exciting. Last year was also the year of the snake, which was a lot of shedding. So this year, oh my goodness, it's the year of the horse. Obviously, it's the first year of another cycle, which is super exciting. So I just wanted to let you know a couple of the things that are coming up. So energetically, this is a fire year. The energy is going to be fast. And what we are going to see is we're going to see people who are really solid in their alignment and really grounded go from 0 to 100 in no time whatsoever. I don't know if you guys have noticed on Instagram, there's some people who have been blowing up, and it's kind of happened over a 2-year period that they've just gone from literally non-knowing, no one's known who they are, to literally having hundreds of thousands of followers in literally a couple of years, 2.5 years or so. That's going to speed up. We're going to see people at the start of this year going from being unknown to by the end of the year, they're going to be huge because the energy is there, the fire is there, that's really going to propel people forward. So, how can you be one of those people? That is what this video is more about, really. So, this year being the year of the horse, and with all of the shedding of the layers that have happened over the last couple of years, this year is really about embodiment. It's no longer a thing where you can kind of say, I want to be this person, so I'm going to act in this way. So, say, for example, you have a goal as an entrepreneur of earning 100K a month in revenue in whatever the business is. It could be a normal business, it could be an Amazon business, could be a coaching business, whatever it is. Say that's your goal. In the past, we would say act like that person so that you can get there, but that's still putting that goal outside of you, like it hasn't already happened yet. Okay. So that's still you planning for hitting 100K month by the end of the year. It's still you taking the actions to reverse engineer that move. Whereas what we're going to see this year is that the people who are fully embodied, they're the people who are going to go places. So it's no longer good enough to say, I'm going to be earning 100K a month this year. That's not good enough anymore. Or what do I need to do to be someone who earns 100K a month? That's not good enough either. Now it's literally you have to actually just embody within yourself, I am the person who earns 100K months. I am the person who achieves all their goals. I am the person who XYZ. Instead of putting it as something that hasn't arrived yet, putting it as something that hasn't happened. And before you had that, there was that little bit more of a lag energetically where you could get away with planning your goals and not having the thing, but kind of starting to embody it before you had it. Whereas now, it's very much you've literally got to embody it before you have it. You have to be the person who earns 100K months. Now, how do we even do that though? How do we do that if we haven't done that before? It's getting really clear on who you are, really stepping into your own soul's essence, your own soul's truth, knowing what it is you desire, and then doing whatever you need to do to clear what's ever in that way. So, for example, if you're someone who wants to earn those 100K months, you need to be looking at what's resistance there? What's stopping you from believing that you earn 100K months right now? Like, we are not even halfway through January at this point. What's stopping you from earning 100K in January? And go through and do the work. Have that self-awareness of whatever it is that's stopping you from fully believing in this moment that you're going to have a 100K month in January, because that's the person you are. You know, this year is more about making the decision, and the energy of the universe is just going to follow along with that decision. So it's deciding who you are, not who you're going to be, but who you actually are. Are you someone who makes 100K months? Are you someone who only works 15 hours a week and still has XYZ amount of income coming in? Or are you someone who hustles and grinds and works 45-hour weeks and has a family and gets no time to see them and still only earns the 10K months? Like, it's now about deciding who you actually are and taking every single action that's in alignment with that, making sure that every thought you have, every belief you have, that it all lines up, because now the universe is responding so quickly due to the accelerated energy from the ascension of the planet. There's no lag anymore. There's no lag. You can be successful. You can literally change your life in moments. You know, you can go from being at 5K a month to 40K a month the following month, as long as you're really embodied and aligned with who you are and what you are doing. So it's more literally about being that person. And I know that we've been saying this for years, guys, but it's not about being that person in the future. It's about really embodying and being that person now. So what else are we seeing this year energetically? Well, this year, it's no longer about hustle and grind. Any time that you feel like you need to push to get something, that's resistance. So what really needs to happen is the nervous system regulation, so that you are actually moving through your business in ease and flow. Now, when you're in flow and you're passionate about what you're doing, you might work a 12-hour day just because you're so pumped and you're so excited about it and you're just doing the thing and you're happy and you're like, it's all good. And that's totally fine. But if you're working, say, a 10-hour day and you feel like you're grinding and it's so hard for you to force yourself to do anything, then that's resistance. There's resistance there. That's not in alignment for you. So what we really want to do is start very much this year to pay attention to our energy, to pay attention to what's happening, because that resistance, that pushing, that's not going to get you there this year. Things have changed energetically, and it's no longer about grinding and hustling. It really is about your energy embodiment for what it is you're trying to achieve. So we can't just sit there and go hard without fixing up our nervous system anymore. We have to actually do the work within ourselves to allow ourselves to receive whatever it is that we're trying to call in. Another thing that's coming up for this year is who you are and who other people are. The walls, the masks, the hidden things, they're all coming down. So as someone who has been psychic for my entire life, I have very much always seen straight through people. I've always been able to see people's traumas. I've always been able to tell when people are lying to me. I've always just known things. And that to me is very normal, but we're going to see a lot more of the masks dropping this year for the collective. So if you're someone who before you were working with a coach, and then you might one day wake up and realize, wow, that person just isn't in integrity. That person's lying about how they got their results, or that person's not being authentic in XYZ way. And those masks are going to start to fall down. We're going to start to be able to see exactly who people are, and their authenticity and what they're bringing is really going to shine through. There's going to be a big shift in business for the products and the businesses. And if you're a coach, or if you're in that sort of industry where you're the business or you're the brand, there's going to be a big shift in people being able to see right through any sort of bullshit. Um, so it is now about starting to build, if you're not already, from that place of authenticity and integrity, because people are going to start to see through you if you're not operating in that way. If you are operating in that way, you're going to start to see through other people. That's what's happening at the moment, guys, is it's almost like a lot of the blinders have been taken off. The sunglasses have been removed last year, guys. We've let so much stuff go. And the energy this year is fire, and it's moving fast. Things are clearing fast. You're going to see things that potentially you weren't seeing before because it's just going to be obvious now, and you're not even going to know why. You know, in the space of 2 days, your whole perspective on something might shift and you won't know why that's happened. So it's going to be a very interesting year. It's going to be a year where if you can really ground your nervous system and embody into who you actually are and what you're bringing into the world, you're going to fly. This year is going to be a year where the soul aligned entrepreneurs just really soar and fly. You'll find your content will land. You'll find that clients will find you. You'll find that abundance will be at your door and coming right on in. So it's going to be a really, really great year, guys. It's going to be an amazing year. Last year, end of a cycle, we cleared a lot of things out. This year, it's not even a rebuild. Like, it's almost like an acceleration. It's kind of like everything that you have been doing and all of the foundation that you have been setting while you've been releasing the last, few years or last year, that foundation has been growing and building. And now we're just moving into an acceleration into who you're actually going to be. Your highest timeline is right here now, like if you want to make a change, now is the time. This year is the time. So this year is going to be an amazing year. What do we need to watch out for? As I said, guys, authenticity, like people are going to see straight through anything that's not authentic. So that's a big thing to watch out for. And I would watch out for that with mentors and people that are around you. And it's even going to become a little bit interesting to notice your social circles and the glasses, the rose-colored glasses are coming off. The people who you don't feel good around or who don't support you, if you didn't get rid of them, if they're not gone from last year's clearing, you're going to see them so clearly this year. So that's a big thing to watch out for. What else to watch out for? As mentioned, making sure that you're regulated, making sure that you're not pushing, you're not hustling. Those things aren't going to get you anywhere. Obviously, you can do them, knock yourself out, but they're not going to get you anywhere energetically. So slowing down and really connecting in with yourself and your mission, that's what's going to get you there this year. Another thing just to keep a watch on this year is who you listen to. When you're starting a business or when you're in business, you kind of start seeing everything that's going on in that industry, and it can kind of look like cycles. So in the online coaching business, for example, there was a cycle where there was a lot of high ticket people. Now we're in a cycle of people putting out a lot of low ticket offers and using things like ManyChat to automate sales and all of that sort of stuff. One thing I would be really careful of this year is who you listen to, because that can sound like when someone's saying to you, don't sell high ticket, only sell low ticket, or don't sell low ticket, don't sell low ticket, only sell high ticket. That can sound like and feel like it's coming from a place of lack. But I can absolutely guarantee you that there are enough customers out there, there is enough abundance for you to live an incredibly wealthy life of your own design. So be careful of the stories that you're hearing and the things that are going into you that could actually be holding you back. There are always going to be people making millions of dollars with low ticket offers. There are also going to be lots of people making millions of dollars from high ticket offers. So there is a market for everything. So what I would say is get really congruent with who you are and what offerings you want to put out there in the world. Don't listen to the external noise. Don't fall into the lack of there's not enough high paying customers or you can't make money with low ticket. Don't fall for that sort of thing anymore, guys. Connect to yourself, see what you're supposed to bring forward in your business and make that happen, because that's where it's at. Embody being the person who lives that life that you want to live. No more, I'm going to get there one day. You're there now. Just embody it now. So that's where we're at this year, guys. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a fast year. It's going to be a fun year. I feel like a lot of the heavier density is dissipating. So it's going to be a lot of a lighter year. I think it's going to be a challenging year for those who aren't necessarily connecting with themselves and they are still working from the older paradigms, the older matrix constructs of having to push hard, hustle hard, working money for hourly or working and earning your money hourly. That's going to also shift a bit. That's going to be harder. So there are things that you can do which are going to make the year hard if you keep playing the old games and working within the old paradigm. You're going to have a hard year. But if you can take the time to step back, connect with yourself, connect with what it is that you want to bring forward, this year is going to be phenomenal. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I have so loved bringing it to you, and I'm so, so excited to connect with you guys again this year. So leave me a comment, say hi, share this video with anyone else who's an entrepreneur who needs to know the energy of this year so that they can really maximize who they're becoming, because life is the journey, guys. It's always unfolding. So allow yourself to unfold your highest timeline. And I look forward to connecting with you guys again soon.